Hey there, friends! Jason here with another retro review. Let's keep this Spider Marathon going with The Amazing Spider-Man. The 2012 Spider-Man reboot released a mere 5 years after the previous installment in the franchise. Now, normally I would give a spoiler warning, but considering this movie is 12 years old, I'm not going to do that. So that being said, we're just going to dive right into this. Since I grew up with the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy, I had a very special place in my heart for that. So when it was announced that a mere 5 years after Spider-Man 3 came out, they were rebooting with a new cast and everything with The Amazing Spider-Man, I was a little taken aback and a little bit overprotective because I like Spider-Man as a character, and those films were really special to me. So it just almost felt like a bit of a betrayal for Sony to be rebooting the franchise so soon. And while not everything works as well as in the Sam Raimi films, there are quite a few things that this film does have going for it that makes it still enjoyable. The biggest thing this film has going for it, of course, is the performances. I really liked Andrew Garfield as Peter Parker. He plays it much differently than Tobey Maguire. Tobey Maguire played it as sort of a straight-up nerd, but Andrew Garfield is a bit more awkward. He's a bit more angsty and a bit more somber in his performance. He really gives off that sadness at the loss of his parents and, of course, later Uncle Ben. It really works for the character. And the chemistry between him and Emma Stone as Gwen Stacy is just pretty incredible and is a big part of what keeps this film interesting and engaging and entertaining. It's a lot of fun to see the two of them interact on screen. They're very awkward together in a cute and fun way, and it just really keeps you rooting for them that they get together, which they kind of do by the end of the film. And aside from those two, you've got quite a few pretty solid performances in this film. You've got Sally Field, you got Martin Sheen, you got Dennis Leary, just the whole shebang. Everybody's just firing on all cylinders. Everybody's really on top of their game in this movie. And I think that's the one big thing that it has going for it is the performances. Now, the effects are pretty cool, especially with the lizard, and the action sequences are amazing. Unfortunately, I feel like the plot of the film is a bit lacking. I mean, the whole idea of trying to turn everyone into New York City into lizards is a bit strange. And I just feel like this movie's more focused on the next 5 or 6 movies that could spin off of this or sequel out of this than actually focusing on the movie that they're in. And that becomes a problem even more so in the next film. But, I mean, this film still has that problem as well. And kind of watching it again just really makes that problem much more glaring than it did when I first saw it in 2012. I actually didn't really notice it because at that point we were maybe 4 years into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So I was kind of used to seeing that in superhero films. But if you just isolate it on its own, you can kind of see it for just a major problem that it is. Overall, I really enjoyed The Amazing Spider-Man, but I really prefer the Sam Raimi films to this one. I like Andrew Garfield's portrayal of Peter Parker. That is certainly a highlight of this film and what keeps it interesting and compelling. But unfortunately, the story of the movie is more focused on the other stories that can be told, and it just leaves a few more questions than answers, and it's just a little frustrating because this, of course, was at a time when everyone was trying to capture the lightning in the bottle that was created by Marvel, and here it just unfortunately doesn't really work. But that is just my opinion. Let me know what you thought of The Amazing Spider-Man down in the comments. What was your favorite part? Who's your favorite Spider-Man? Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield? I want to hear from you. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to click that like button. You want to see more videos, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can get updates on all my future videos. You can also follow my social media pages, links down in the description of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Bye.